Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Apocablog. Day 1460 of reminding y'all, now I'm Southern, huh? Jesus, what a douche. Of reminding you that whatever it is that the progressives are accusing you of doing is exactly what the fuck they are doing. So for the last 4 years, all we've heard about was Russian collusion, Russian spies in the Trump campaign, and blah, 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 blah. The Trump administration being run by Russia. And it turns out that one of the more vocal proponents of this, Mr. Fartgate himself, well, he's literally in bed with the enemy. See what I did there? Yuck. Chinese spy slept with at least 2 mayors and got close to Rep. Eric Swalwell, whose continued refusal to deny sleeping with this bitch pretty much tells you that he was fucking her too. In years-long intelligence campaign, Axios published this story a day after President Trump retweeted a video that showed a Chinese professor saying, "We have people at the top of America's core inner circle of power and influence." Well, amazing how those two things fit together, isn't it? So, let's just go to the highlight. Go straight to the highlight reel. So, Fang was in her late 20s or early 30s when she came to the U.S. in 2011 and enrolled as a student in California State University, East Bay. According to friends and acquaintances, Fang used her position as president of school groups at CSU East to start cultivating relationships with politicians. Fang soon became a mainstay at Bay Area political events, volunteered on campaigns, helped fundraise for Democrat politicians like now Reps Eric Swalwell and Tulsi Gabbard. Fang started getting close to Swalwell when he was a council member for Dublin City, California. She developed close ties to his office, helped bring in big donors, and even placed an intern in his Washington, D.C. office. Now, how is a representative not capable of questioning how a college student is capable of bringing in big donors to their campaigns? How does that question not go? How does nobody go, Anywho, Fang expanded her network nationally by attending a 2014 conference with mayors in Washington. According to multiple sources who spoke to Axios, a U.S. intelligence official and one former elected official said Fang engaged in sexual or romantic relationships with at least 2 mayors in Midwestern cities, although Axios was not able to identify either mayor. One of the mayors was described as an older Midwestern mayor from an obscure city who referred to Fang as his girlfriend, according whatever. Sexual encounter involving Fang and Ohio mayor was caught on FBI surveillance. Okay. Fang came on the radar of U.S. counterintelligence officials as they were investigating another suspected spy, Chinese spy. Fang was put under FBI surveillance, and in 2015, senior U.S. intelligence officials started tipping off politicians that Fang was getting close to, and obviously one of them tipped her off. Maybe it was Eric himself. Probably. In mid-2015, Fang abruptly left the country and returned to China, which came as a surprise to many of her Bay Area political contacts. She's not been back since. Okay, well, so here we have our U.S. representation fucking the enemy, tipping them off so that they can skedaddle before the FBI closes in. Or, given the state of our FBI, they probably fucking told her. Now, so former CIA operative gives Swalwell a tip on how to handle a Chinese spy, because Swalwell keeps saying he can't discuss it because it's classified. So, former CIA operative Brian Wright has a solution. Let's declassify the investigation into Rep. Swalwell's girlfriend. If Rep. Swalwell has nothing to hide, then he'll support it. I wouldn't take that bet that that's going to happen. Interestingly enough, while Swalwell was fucking the Chinese enemy, Adam Schiff put him in charge of CIA oversight. Oh, and by the way, Swalwell, still on the Intelligence Committee. And this isn't the first time that we've had a scandal involving a Democrat and China. Back in back in Feinstein. Okay, yeah. So Feinstein was elected to the Senate in 1992, and within 1 year, a Chinese spy was put on her payroll. Shortly after the Chinese spy was planted in Feinstein's office, her husband, Richard Bloom, raked in cash and made hundreds of millions of dollars off of his Chinese investments. And oddly enough, now imagine, put the name Trump in there. Donald, Eric, Ivanka, Jared Kushner, Junior, Melania, just Barron. Just add Trump to that story and imagine the fucking jail time. But Feinstein, still a senator, who, by the way, is completely gone. Just completely, like, total vegetable. And Nancy Pelosi was quick to jump on board and really, put the screws to China, where she said, I have no concern about this. The GOP is just trying to deflect from QAnon. So it's good to see that bold response. And the Democrat Party has put an end to this scandal, and they're putting it to bed, by Eric Swalwell's brother and dad finally unfriending the Chinese spy. Once again, kids, insert the name Trump into any of that, and imagine the generations of fucking jail time.